Alrighty, welcome back. We have an IntelliSense typo to deal with first. Jump back to the layer control. And right here, you may have typed in template like I did. And no, we want text. IntelliSense just being so slow. Can't keep up with your typing. Alright, so let's jump back over to the main page CS, and we need to add two methods. We need to add, the first method is private void clear current views. I guess it should be clear current controls, but clear current views is what I named it. Clear current view. If the SP control target dot children dot count is greater than 0. Look at that. Look at that. That is hilarious. Okay. IntelliSense just can't keep up. And it's really, really sad. Since my human eyes have got to come back and edit all this, this unique formatting is not any good. Alrighty, that's simple enough. Just plop that right above there. Clear current view. Now we need to add one more. Private void set or load selected item. So the first thing we're going to do is SP control target children clear. If our selected item, if our view model dot selected item is a layer, yeah, there it is. That's good. We want to get rid of all the controls, any control that's loaded. After we just unbinded it, we have to clear it first, which is comical. To set the Y, just Y, and SP control target dot children. What? Very simple method. And then we're jumping to load the rest of our controls. Drum roll. Boom, 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 boom. If we change it down here, it changes up there. Look at that. Look at that. Most people who are having problems with that area where it's not rolling the changes to all controls currently accessing that property. A lot of people are having that problem in UWP for some reason, or initially were. It seems that some still are. And it all comes down to the notifier. They will literally have this code in there, but they won't have the interface. So, nothing binds. There's a entry on the MSDN and the archives from the very beginning, and there's a guy in there just begging, can't figure out what's going on. Totally everything's horrible. And you look at his notifier, there is nothing there. It doesn't inherit from anything. So you got to have that. Okay, so we will put our segments list view down here and do our first command, our first two commands. And for our layers, we're going to have a pivot table down here because we also have colors for our layers. Well, no, actually we don't have colors for our layers. Okay, so yeah, the segment has a pivot table. The layer doesn't. Layer will just have a list of its segments. And we will go through both adding a method to add segments up here and add segments down here. Let's get to it. Let's first of all go to our layer control. And I'm going to put this list view down here. We'll have it pivot later on. List view segments. Selected index. Selected index, or selected item dot selected index. Mode is two-way. We have two more to add here. Selected item, selected item dot selected segment. So our list view, or our layer, actually needs a selected segment, like our segment needs a selected part. It's kind of redundant, I know, because we have the selected item up at the top, but trying to show every method of doing this. All right. And we do need to put a min width on that of 200. Okay. Now, around our list view, we are going to put a stack panel. Orientation, horizontal. Grid.row is actually equal to 2 because we have something that's going in between this and the text box later on. And I'm going to, you see they do stupid stuff like that. Stack panel. So we're going to put two buttons over here. Button x dot name is btn add seg. And for the moment, we'll just put an A into it. And we're going to add that, bind that to a command. And then a button x dot name is button delete seg. And now we're going to our Solution Explorer. Go up to the Commands folder. Right click, Add Class. Add Segment Command. And then we want a second one called Delete Segment Command. All right, both of these are I commands. Brought in Windows input right there. These return true because we're not going to worry about this right now. Come over to here. Plop it in right there. We get to that code. It's not very difficult. And on the add segment, we will say if parameter is a main page view, grab our main page view, cast it, MPV is equal, yay! If the MPV.selected item is a segment, is a segment, no. Stop it. I haven't done segment yet in our model. No, I haven't. That would be why. Okay, so segment. We need the segment. Let's make it a base item. Yes, there we go. Grab our current layer is equal to MPV. Well, no. Okay. If it is a layer, you still need the segment because we're adding one. Grab a current layer. Create our new segment. Its name is equal to string.format. And its parent is equal to our layer. And our layer.children.add.segment. That will add it. Alrighty. Let's jump down to the, or jump over to the, I'm just going to copy all this and take it over to the Alright, so if layer.selected, oh, we don't have selected segment yet. That's okay. We can have it in just 1 second. And we can go ahead and make that tightly defined. Make it a segment. What? And we got to turn our segment into a public. If selected segment is not equal to null, then we are going to, first of all, remove it. And then second of all, set the value to null. Now we jump back to our layer control. Okay, got all that in there. Let's finish our list view. Need to put my item template in here. And we need, do I have model in here yet? No. No. Why would you do that? Yeah, that's why I got typed. Yes, it does. Let me pause for a second. All right, we have some IntelliSense interesting things right now. Go ahead and delete all of that. Compile, hit the F7 key. After it loads, after it finishes, then go back and type it in again. Model, segment. Don't know. Now text block, X name, label, seg name. Width is 128. Text is name. Margin is 80. Let's go ahead and do a compile real fast to see. And everything's working good, like it should. Okay, so now let's set up our commands. I'm now going over my 15-minute time limit, but oh well. On the first one, command binding, exactly what we named it over here. Set the mode to two-way. Command parameter is simply binding. Copy those two because they're almost going to be the same, except it's going to be delete. And now let's jump over to our main page view. Easiest way to get to it. I'm going to just scroll down to the bottom and add a private. Add some command segment view. Public. Give it the exact same name. What? Change the internal to public. You just copy that, paste it, select all of it, make sure selection is selected, change add to delete. Do it with the sensitivity set to case sensitive, that little button set, and then change lowercase add to lowercase delete. What? Oh, and go to delete, or this one, and change the internal to public. Okay, go back to our main page view. And the first thing we'll do in the next video is test this. Like and subscribe if you got something out of this. Test, and then we'll continue. We will go down to the parts next. God bless, and see you in the next video.